Welcome to Our Kids, sponsored by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Ballard High School correspondent Abby Martin. As we celebrate the 20th season of Our Kids, we take a look at how students support each other, how they're using their talents, and how they are preparing for the future. At Bick Elementary School, students got a lesson on how to keep their pearly whites healthy and clean thanks to Louisville Water Company and Central High School dental students.
So we are at Bick Elementary today. February is Children's Dental Health Month.
I am from Central High School, and today I was teaching the kindergarteners how to brush their teeth, how to floss their teeth, and why teeth is very important. Use the floss and try to get the popcorn out. Keep trying. Keep trying.
Good job.
Good job.
Louisville Water has partnered with Central High School, and they're on the dental science track. And so it's a really great real-life opportunity for them to get in there and get with the kids who, could one day be their patients and practice teaching them how to properly brush their teeth, floss, the important stuff.
Do you know how to brush? Let me see what you can do.
Show the class.
So you're going to start with the front of the teeth. Because they were kindergarteners, of course they had a little bit of knowledge, but they didn't have everything. So it was nice telling kids how to maintain their teeth.
You're supposed to drink your water. And you're supposed to brush your teeth. And you have to rinse your teeth.
And floss your teeth.
And you can show them how to properly brush their teeth, how to floss, get in between the teeth, do that, twice a day. Because at Louisville Water, public health and safety are one of our top priorities. And so this is just a great opportunity for us to get out there and show kids that water is not just drinking water. You use it to brush your teeth, you use it to wash your hands. Just important things to practice good hygiene.
And then this right here, if you take your parent's phone and scan the QR code, you can learn more about how water is healthy for your teeth.
So these students are wanting to go into the dental industry. And so for them, it's just great real-life experience.
So when you're brushing your teeth, sing your ABCs 2 times. It inspires me because I know that when I was in kindergarten that I really didn't have anybody to tell me. So me being able to tell them and show them how to do it, it really does give me a bit of excitement and joy to see that they care about taking their teeth.
The Westport Middle cheerleaders embrace all members of their team, and they have become a family.
5, 6, 7, 8.
As the Westport Middle School cheerleaders practice, you might notice that one is just a bit out of sync with the routine. But to the other girls on the squad and 14-year-old Osa's grandfather, that's not important. What is important is the way Osa is a part of the team.
And the girls on that squad really took her under their wings. It's been an opportunity for her on her peer level to develop what she might not have been able to develop otherwise.
We treat her as the same as the rest of us. It's not really different. She's just another cheerleader, having fun. She's helped us a lot. She's very nice.
We've learned how to have patience and learn how to speak to her in a kindly manner and learn how to say it with her understanding and not, make it so complicated for her to understand.
Come on, girls! Let's work!
She spots around whenever somebody falls from a stunt, maybe. She tries to help catch. She does the cheers great. We try to teach her how to do it. She's a good cheerleader.
It is so touching to hear them talk about being patient and passion and being friends and changing the routine a little bit, explaining it to her, making it simple. My goodness, they all should be teachers because that's in special education. That's what we do. They've made cheerleading accessible to Osa. How many ribbons Randy made?
Karen Stark has taught special needs students at Westport Middle for years. She has 10 students, including Osa, this year. But she also has other Westport students in the Peer Power program in her classroom, helping the exceptional students with their work.
I think it's the highlight of their day when they get to see the peer helpers because they get to be with some friends who they don't see all the time.
The teacher and the grandfather want everyone to know that these Westport students are good kids and don't fit others' preconceived notions about middle schoolers.
They're the best group of kids ever, and they have love and compassion, and they're just searching for themselves, and being friends with my students gives them a great deal of meaning.
We have learned to treat everybody the same. Nobody has any differences. Even if they are different, don't treat them like that. She's still our lovely sister, so she's not any different from anybody else.
Thanks to Louisville Lightning, JCPS's adaptive sports team, Students have the chance to play basketball and be part of a competitive sports team.
So if you want the ball, you have to call for the ball.
What is it like to be able to call yourself an athlete?
It's pretty cool because it's not always something that you get.
Manual sophomore Cammie Beamer isn't taking the chance to play wheelchair basketball for granted. While she's not completely wheelchair bound, she does need one.
Sometimes I'm in a chair, sometimes I'm not, but it also prevents me from playing normal sports as a high schooler.
Due to a neurological disease, her ability to play sports was limited.
I played sports whenever I was little, but they were always extremely difficult. I've never been on like varsity teams. I've never been being able to be competitive in actual sports.
But now,
and I missed the ball. This is going really well for me right now.
Beamer and other students with physical disabilities can take part in sports thanks to the Louisville Lightning, JCPS's adaptive sports team. This is the first season of wheelchair basketball, a chance for Beamer and students like her to compete on a team. What does it feel like to be able to be a part of a competitive team?
To be able to be competitive in sports is really nice and not just kind of be the teammate who's chilling on the sidelines all the time. You got it. Nice shot.
Having the chance to be able to play a team sport like basketball, Beamer says has been extremely helpful.
Just like any other high schooler that's normal, it's important to have this as an outlet. It's important to have it as something to look forward to other than just school. For a lot of people who have disabilities, it's school and it's the hospital. And so it's really important to have an outlet other than those things. And also it gives you a social group because you don't always have that at school.
And while she's able to get out that competitive energy, what sticks out most is the community.
It's really nice. It's nice to actually have somewhere where I kind of fit in. You got it? Good job.
Family Health Centers and JCPS opened a health clinic inside Iroquois High School. The clinic will provide services for students and staff.
And thank you for coming out today for the celebration and the grand opening of the Iroquois High School Health Center.
So we are at Iroquois High School, and we are going to walk into our new clinic that's going to house primary care, where we do wellnesses, sports physicals, immunizations, sick visits, anywhere from treating the common cold to urinary tract infections.
Having services on site is crucial for children and for the adults that are taking care of them.
So this is our lab where we draw any of our labs that we're going to do. We do COVID vaccines, we do immunizations, flu vaccines. We also do COVID swabs, flu swabs, strep.
Today's grand opening marks a new adventure for Family Health Centers. It's our first school-based health clinic. We look forward to maintaining a great working relationship with Dr. Tall and her staff to benefit Iroquois High School students.
This clinic will ensure that we are meeting the whole student. We are providing services to ensure the overall well-being of each and every last one of our students, and not only our students, but our staff too.
The Jewish Heritage Fund recognizes adolescence as a critical time for investment in health and wellness. School-based health care engages students and their families in their health and education, helping to ensure school as a place where the student's wellness is approached in a holistic way.
Stay off for me. Good.
If we're going to wrap our arms around promoting student success, then we need to make sure they have access to the things that they need to be successful. Services are provided right here. They're doing lab services. They're doing these things that don't make families have to go different places. And that is so very important.
Thomas Jefferson Traditional Middle and Fairdale High are two schools placing bilingual peer tutors in classes to help the multilanguage learners get the most out of their classroom time.
I usually teach 3 students and I translate their assignments. So for example, the teacher gives out paper and I translate that into Spanish.
Jacqueline is a senior at Fairdale High School, a native of Mexico and one of 15 Fairdale students who are multilingual and serving as peer tutors, helping the rapidly growing number of students who are new to the United States, JCPS, and her school.
I myself started off as an ESL student, and I know the struggle of trying to learn a new language, and I wanted to support these students with their journey of learning a new language and helping them out in their schoolwork.
Jackie is absolutely wonderful. What she does is she comes in and saves the day every day. Jackie has the ability not only to translate for the kids, but she's a good tutor on top of that, so she can help them understand what's going on. And actually, they are scoring evenly for the most part with with the students who speak English as their first language. So, and that's all because of Jackie. That is not because of me.
Neither Cassie Lyles nor most other JCPS teachers are fluent in any language other than English, and there aren't enough translators at each school or enough openings at Newcomer Academy, the JCPS school that caters to students who are new to America. So dozens of students across the school district, like Jacqueline, are stepping in as peer tutors for multilingual learners, MLs.
They're critical to really working with our ML program.
I tell kids all the time, I mean, like, if you took me to a Spanish-speaking country and sat me in a classroom, I'd be scared to death because I don't speak Spanish. I've learned a few things, but not very much. And I mean, it's just a way to make them feel welcome, to help overcome some of those barriers. And the students definitely seem to perform better academically just because they've made a connection.
Hello. So, this one right here.
Eric has made connections with a class of students with limited English at Thomas Jefferson Middle School. Eric's family emigrated from Uganda to the U.S. 10 years ago. Now he's a junior at Seneca in the teaching and learning pathway and enjoying being a peer tutor each week for students new to America, just like he once was.
The feeling of just being in a classroom and not knowing what's going on, I know that exact feeling, and I feel like I had a way I could make them feel welcome, make them feel comfortable to raise their hand or, you know, talk to one another and not just look at a blank piece of paper. So the pizza is burnt, right? And the man's like, what do you think the man's saying? I try to explain it in a way they can understand it, and they do understand it. And they're like, oh, is this what you're talking about? Is this what you're talking about? And it's like, oh, they really understand. You know what I'm saying? That just makes me really happy to know that I can help.
For them to have someone who has been successful, been like them, a multi-language student, and now look at him and look what he can do, I think that's probably one of the most powerful things that there is. We're ready to hire Eric now. Like, if we can get him certified or even options, like, we're ready to hire him. Like, he is fantastic. He's great with the kids, and they gravitate to him when he comes.
It'd be awesome if I could have hundreds of kids who wanted to be peer mentors and were bilingual and could really, help their peers in that way.
Cameron Middle School students in the Engineering Explore pathway got the chance to learn more about careers in drone flying.
My name is Victor Daragrandi. I'm at Cameron Middle School, and I am the librarian, and I also teach in the engineering pathway class.
This is a 4K 60 FPS camera.
The great thing about an event like this is that it's open and accessible to middle schoolers as well as the high schoolers, and so being invited out here was really great.
When I first heard I was going to be able to go, I was super excited, and I went straight to my next class, which was band, and I was so excited I told all my friends.
I was super excited about being able to come out here and do that.
It's really important to include middle schoolers so that they can see what's ahead in the high school. And so the Academies of Louisville has a fantastic program, and our middle schoolers are seeing how they are connected to that program.
It's really cool. I'm really excited that people let us do this as middle schoolers, even though we're not even adults yet. That's really exciting. I think it's important because it fuels creativity for children that are in middle school.
It's really cool to be able to do all this stuff because in elementary school, when you first get in, there's not a lot of stuff you can do as you're still like a toddler, kind of. But when you're in 6th grade, you're a child and you're ready to do stuff and you just want to get into everything.
The great thing about inviting middle schoolers to a competition like this is that it makes them realize that this is accessible to everybody. Just because you're younger doesn't mean that you can't compete. Anybody can compete and have the skills and learn how to do this.
We've got more of our favorite JCPS stories coming up. Stay tuned.
The school district is very excited to bring you this half hour of news and features about the interesting students, their academic achievements, and the challenging instructional programs that make JCPS one of the 5 top urban school districts in America.
I'm Fern Creek correspondent Becky Turner, and coming up, I'll tell you how the Louisville area is becoming a cleaner place every day.
Hi, I'm Wagner correspondent James Battaglia. Coming up, we have some great advice for this year's freshmen.
Excitement, confusion, and a little bit of craziness. It's all part of the first day of high school. We all know the importance of writing, but coming up, I'll show you how students at Frost Middle School have taken it to a whole new level.
You won't find Paula, Randy, or Simon here, but these Chancy Isles are just as big of a success. This year, Ballard High School teamed up with the University of Kentucky's Dance Blue, a dance marathon program that raises money for pediatric cancer.
Signs like these welcome Japanese students to Ballard High School. I'm Drew Long, and I'll have the story.
Students all over JCPS are putting a new spin on an age-old question. Will you go to prom?
Hello, and welcome to Our Kids, brought to you by the Jefferson County Public Schools.
Earn college credit while in high school. We'll explain how.
And welcome to Our Kids, brought to you by the Jefferson County Public Schools.
I'm Pleasure Ridge Park High School correspondent Jalen Level.
I'm nervous. Awful.
I turned too far, I was like, whoa.
Stay tuned.
Oh.
I'm stuttering.
I'm Pleasure Ridge Park High School correspondent Edward Smith.
Until next time, keep supporting our kids.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm Ballard High School correspondent Abby Martin. Students in Doss High School's Skills USA Club are designing and manufacturing storage carts for WaterStep, a local nonprofit with international reach.
So we need to make an adjustment?
They might, because look, these pieces are at a fixed angle because of these brackets.
Right now we're in the engineering lab that's adjacent to the classroom, and these students are part of our Skills USA Club. And what they're doing is working on a project for WaterStep.
We've been commissioned by WaterStep to build 3 of these carts made of like metal pipe and wood, and they're meant for hanging utilities and whatnot.
WaterStep has their manufacturing facility down in Old Louisville, and they came to visit us over the winter break, and they saw one of our tool caddies here and asked if we could build 3 of them for them.
It's a great opportunity for us to learn and improve on our engineering skills, and hopefully can help us in the future with engineering.
It's pretty awesome because they're like really hands-on stuff. They make their own like carts for second, third world countries for water and whatnot, and we got to go there and actually see a bunch of those carts.
The idea is, can the students here at Doss who are in this program do something tangible for one of the organizations in the city? How long is it?
11 inches.
Okay, it was 14. Is this one still 14? When I first brought the idea, there were a couple of kids in particular who were just chomping at the bit. You know, it's like you had to almost kind of rein them in. They were running so fast. And then they wanted to come in before school and during their lunch period and after school. I have to run them out of here sometimes.
I feel it's very rewarding. It's like a big opportunity for us that we can show them that we are high school students and we can do the same thing that these adults can do.
It's great to be able to work with them and have them commission us and let us do stuff with them.
I remember that feeling that I had when I had my first thing that I made. And these kids, you know, in a smaller way or whatever, they can have the same feeling too. We can grow this to a place with WaterStep where we become a regular part of what they do. And so this is a very initial start with a company that is doing great work already. And we just want to show them what we can do.
Fairdale High School's Fire Science program celebrated a push-in ceremony for a fire truck generously given to them by the Louisville Fire Department.
This addition to the Fire Science program here at Fairdale is going to be a tremendous asset for not just the Jefferson County Fire Service, but for Louisville Fire as well, and any surrounding counties. So I am proud, on behalf of the International Association of Firefighters, to present you with your Candidate Physical Ability Test Program license.
This is a highly physically demanding job. The CPAT Candidate Physical Ability Test was developed because they wanted to figure out the best way to determine whether candidates were physically fit to do this demanding job. So today I'm happy to announce we have received a CPAT license to be able to test students here at the school so that when they graduate, they can be good to go with the CPAT.
It was a lot of training, a lot of prep, and then eventually I just thought to myself, I can do this, and whatever I put my mind to, I can do. So when you go into the recruit class, it's a required thing, so if I already have it, I won't have to redo it.
So what we're going to do today with this apparatus, since this is new to this station, we'll call it, to this fire station, is something that goes back hundreds of years in the fire service, is a push-in ceremony. Fire apparatus used to be hand-drawn. Shortly after that, people realized, hey, we've got all these horses around here, maybe we should use those. And they started getting horse-drawn. But when the apparatus gets back to the station, you're not just driving it back in, it has to be pushed back in. But when we have a new apparatus at a new station to kind of honor that history and that legacy, we actually physically push it in to the station as a kind of a marker of where we came from and where we are now. We are so proud to be able to be a part of this, to be able to help out. The fire service is a family, a brother and sisterhood that does not know boundaries. So we are able to help out with this program.
It feels amazing because it means that we have the support that we need and that we want, and we have support from all kinds of fire departments.
I feel like it's one of the only places in the whole country that has something like this, and kids able to have this experience and have access to stuff like this.
At Carruthers Middle School, the band teacher was just named the Middle School Band Teacher of the Year by the Kentucky Music Educators Association.
I am Adam Bullock, and I'm the band director at Carruthers Middle School. Well, the best part about these kids is just kind of getting to know who they are as people. And when you come in a little stronger, okay? You know, my top 3 things for them is to make memories, make friends, and make music. And I think we do that very well. We are very supportive of each other. We have the best time. It's hardly like it's work. A hashtag that we like to say is hashtag BandFam. And that's really, really, really important for us to have that sense of belongingness together. It's a really enjoyable class to be a part of with them just because they're so committed and dedicated that it's really rewarding. And this year for KMEA, Kentucky Music Educators Association, I was named the Kentucky State Middle School Teacher of the Year. It's been kind of rewarding to allow the kids to also be showcased for what their hard work and commitment has done. What happens in here can literally change their life forever. And I think that for me, that means the world, because not only does it affect and impact them, it does their families as well. If they have positive and great experiences here, they will continue to make them, it's lifelong learning and they're lifelong experiences, and it's something they can remember forever. Those memories will last them a lifetime.
Lure Elementary School had a very special celebration with the superintendent and Kentucky's governor.
Good morning, Lure Lions. I can't wait to share with you what's going on.
We are at Lure Elementary, where we are announcing to our student body our designation as an ESEA School of Distinction for our growth over the last 2 years in student achievement.
Just in the past 3 years alone, the percentage of 3rd to 5th graders scoring proficient or distinguished at Lure has risen 20% in reading and 31% in math. That is just incredible. That's why you are one of the best schools in the United States of America.
How does that make you feel that we are a distinguished school?
I'm so incredibly proud of the work that our students and staff have been putting in, and I'm so thrilled that they get to be awarded and recognized in this way because of the amount of work that they do put in and day out, making sure everyone is attaining and learning where they need to be.
The reason we have the governor here is because one of your students invited him to come, and I believe wrote a letter to invite him here, and the governor jumped at it and said, I would love to come.
I wrote the letter to the governor because I was told to, and I thought I could do it because everybody calls me a smart kid, and I believe I am one.
That's right.
Here is our governor, Governor Andy Beshear.
You have made our state look so good to the rest of the country. Over these last 3 and 4 years, they have done so much, haven't they? You all have improved more in your test scores than just about any school across the country. So we are really proud of you. And let me tell you, our state needs you too. We need really smart kids like y'all. to grow up to be really smart adults like I know you'll be, so that you can do really special things for your own family, and so you can do really special things for Kentucky. Nice work. Nice work.
I'm unbelievably excited and honored to recognize our staff and students in this way.
A Foster Traditional Academy teacher thought it would be a good idea to start an after-school club that could teach leadership skills while accepting students from all grade levels.
Right, left. My name is Brittany Ferris. I teach first grade here at Foster Traditional Academy, and I'm also the founder and the drill commander of the Falcon drill team. 2021, I think I got the idea. A lot of kids were like getting killed and involved in like carjackings and all kind of crazy robberies and stuff. And I was like, well, what if I could have a program that could teach them leadership skills at the basic level, so when they get older, they won't have to resort to doing that type of stuff. Our drill practice is broken up into two distinct parts, a team leadership building activity, and then we have the drilling portion. The drilling portion is basically straight discipline. Okay, can you stand in a position of attention? Do you know your left from your right? Can you be at the right place at the right time in the right uniform? Each different activity, a different kid has to lead. Even a kindergartner has to step up and tell a fifth grader, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. I wanted something that could have kids of all ages, so we go from kindergarten to fifth grade.
Sean, where future leaders fly.
What made you want to join the drill team?
So I could be a leader in the actual army, because when I grow up, I want to be a squad leader in the real army.
What's your favorite part about being a part of the club?
Probably about being a squad leader. My dad, he's in the army, and then he inspired me to join because I wanted to be like my dad.
Left face.
What is it like wearing the fatigues similar to what your dad would wear and kind of learning all that stuff that your dad did?
It's cool, and sometimes, like, after a game and stuff, like, he'll tell me what I did wrong and what I can fix and stuff. It feels like that I'm being a leader, and it feels good.
What makes you want to be a leader?
To guide people in the right direction and to make sure they're not doing anything off.
And I can see them speaking up a little bit more during group activities, during solo activities and things like that. And it just makes me smile to know that they're putting what we're learning into action. It's very important for kids because, like, everybody's not athletic. Everybody can't dribble a basketball or run a football or anything. And this is a program that they can still be a part of a team and part of something bigger than themselves.
Bus driver Larry Ferris Jr.'s act of kindness to Englehart student Levi went viral and caught the eye from multiple national news outlets.
It's just been amazing. From a guy that hasn't had social media in a decade to now my face is on the news. And it's just overwhelming in a good way. When I did this, I was looking for no recognition. It was a thoughtless act on my behalf. I just wanted him to be happy. And when he was happy, I was happy. It made my day and it made his as well.
I like about Mr. Leary is how he's kind. His heart is filled with hundreds of joy. Like how he cares about me is making my day.
Thanks for watching our show. You can find entire episodes on our JCPS YouTube channel. Until next time, keep supporting our kids.